I want to welcome you to our first episode of From the Mailbag. I always appreciate hearing from Arkansans and truly do strive to answer all of the correspondence that I receive. Let's tackle a few of the concerns right now. Helen from Searcy is concerned about the out-of-control spending in Washington and asked me to support the Cut, Cap, and Balance Act. Well, I can tell her that I'm very pleased to support the Cut, Cap, and Balance Act. And as all this is about is cutting spending, capping future spending, and then sending to the states. When Congress passes a Balanced Budget Act, that doesn't mean that it goes into effect then. It's sent to the states, and then the people decide, do we want to get in that situation? I very much support the Balanced Budget Amendment in the sense that's what we have in Arkansas. We've done a great job of controlling spending in Arkansas. Governor Clinton, Governor Huckabee, and now Governor Beebe have done a good job. But much of that is based on the fact that we have a very strong law that controls spending. We need to put ourselves in the same position in Washington and put ourselves back on the path to fiscal responsibility. Matthew in Garfield writes about his concern over the government's fiscal policy. He says we must maintain a healthy budget. The amount of unchecked spending that has been allowed is shameful. Please help direct the country to a sustainable path. I think Matthew's question and comment really is so important. We have to get ourselves back to fiscal responsibility. If not, then we will have a financial crisis in a couple of years. Right now, 40% or 40 cents of every dollar that we're spending is borrowed money. We're taking in $2.2 trillion. We're spending $3.7 trillion. Everyone knows that that's just simply not sustainable. We've seen what those kind of actions have done in Greece and Ireland and Portugal, Spain, now Italy. And so we have to get the spending under control. If we do, I think it's a great opportunity to be stronger than ever because the whole world looks to us for leadership. If we'll get ourselves fiscally responsible, we'll become a great magnet for investment and we'll be stronger than ever. But we do have to move in that direction. That's why it's so important that as we talk about the debt ceiling, that along with raising the debt ceiling, we make sure that there are sound spending cuts along with that so that we can right our fiscal ship. And in doing so, then again, we'll be stronger than ever. Our third and final mailbag question for this segment comes from a Boy Scout from Fairfield Bay who is concerned about President Obama's proposed troop withdrawal out of Afghanistan. He writes, I think we should not leave the area until the Afghan military and government can take full control of their country. And I want to congratulate our young Boy Scout for being involved and wish him luck with his scouting future. I think the sentiments of our Boy Scout are those of General Petraeus, who's done such a great job. One of the lessons that I think we should have learned from the Vietnam experience, an era that I grew up in, was that we shouldn't micromanage wars for political reasons. They shouldn't be micromanaged out of the White House. They shouldn't be micromanaged out of Congress. We need to let the leaders on the field, the General Petraeuses, tell us the direction that we need to go. And so for that reason, I agree. We need to get out of Afghanistan as quickly as possible. We need to get out of Iraq as quickly as possible. But we need to make it such that when we leave areas that are stable. We don't want to leave and then have a breeding ground for terrorists like Afghanistan was when we went in. So it really is very, very important. We have another situation going on in Libya. I don't think that we should have gone into Libya. We're fighting two wars now. What we were trying to accomplish was never spelled out. The end game has not been spelled out. And so for that reason, I've not been supportive in that intervention at all. But I agree with our young scout. We need to get out, but we do need to leave the situation a stable one. And that's really what we're working very, very hard. And I look to guidance from people like General Petraeus, the general that's replaced him, and our military leaders that are on the field. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I look forward to recording more of these in the future. So please subscribe to our e-newsletter at www.boozman.senate.gov so that you don't miss an episode. Thank you very much for being with us.